What's happening? This is the Tap In Podcast. We are live inside the Tap In studio. I got a special guest, man. I'm going F.E.D. today. My boy Saige. Michael, what's happening, man?
Man, what's good? Nothing much.
Yeah, man. Appreciate you for tapping in with us, man.
For sure. It's a pleasure to be here.
Man, I've been seeing you all over the goddamn internet, everywhere, from TikTok to Facebook to Instagram. Killing this shit, man.
Yeah.
How does that feel? How does that feel right now in the moment?
Man, it's a blessing. Like, I look at it like, man, God be working in mysterious ways. Like, that's how I really look at it. Like, it ain't overnight, but it's consistency that's happened and made perfection, and I'm still working on that craft. So, man, it's a blessing.
Yeah, man. The F.E.D. record is going crazy.
Yeah.
I love that. But you know what song that I really love the most? I don't even think it's out yet, but I heard it on your TikTok. The Locked In song. That Locked In song, boy.
It ain't out yet, but
man.
Yeah, that Locked In is pressure. Like we working on that right now. My engineer in Austin, trying to put it together and make sure we can drop it properly. But man, we got so much music, it don't even make sense.
Really?
We got a lot.
Really?
We just working, man.
Is the Locked In song done, or is it y'all still like tweaking it, adding verses and all that?
So when I originally played it on the live on like TikTok and everything, it was just to show you like me recording it. Like the structure of it and everything isn't put together just yet. But man, what the song say for real, I'm locked in.
We locked in.
I'm locked in. I'm trying to show them that pen is really working.
Yeah.
So that's really what it is. Yeah.
Man, I want to. This is where I want to start from, man, because I don't know if I'm new to you, right?
Yeah.
But I want to get all your backstory. Where are you originally from?
So I grew up in the Cliff and I grew up in DeSoto. So back and forth, marriages and my family and everything, my mom would go back and forth. One time I'm living behind Kimball. Another time I'm living by Redbird Mall in the apartments. Like, so it's back and forth. And then, I graduated from DeSoto High School though.
Oh, okay.
So doing track and field, I was top 5 in the nation.
Word.
Yeah, I did long jump and triple jump. Yes, sir.
Okay. I was gonna ask, was you an athlete back in the day?
For sure.
Yeah.
My pops played in the 80s too. He played for the Cowboys in the 80s.
What's your dad's name?
His name Mike Ravel.
Really?
Mike Ravel. He played in the 80s, graduated from Bethune-Cookman. Don't get me lying. I think it was like 7th round pick, but he was a skill position. So like athletics runs in my family. You know what I mean? My sister was dominant. She was top 5. She was number 2 in the nation when she was in high school. So it's like my whole family just athletes.
Really?
Yes,
and she was in track, or what she was doing?
Yeah, she ran track at Texas Tech. So
Word.
she was lethal, man. Like she was a dog. So that would push me. I'm like, man, I gotta get out there. They talking about my sister. Let me do something. Like, you know
she your older sister, or you?
Nah, so I got 6. It's 6 of us.
Damn.
6 siblings. It's 3 girls, 3 boys. She the baby sister of them all. But yeah, man, that was the one I grew up with though. So we got different moms.
Yeah.
Same dad. Yeah.
Okay. What was that like growing up with 6 brothers and sisters? I know you and your baby sister, y'all grew up in the same house, you said?
Yeah.
What was that like? How were you as a kid, man? What kind of kid was you?
Man, getting into it.
Yeah.
Getting into some trouble all the time, bothering my sisters, fighting them, my brothers and everything. Like, man, I don't know why when I was young I was such a fighter. I don't know why, but I grew out of it and I'm like, okay, I understand it now. It's brotherly love or whatever. But yeah, my dynamic as far as it goes with the siblings is more so I was the little bro. So I got my big brother, I got my little brothers, and I'm the middle brother.
Okay.
So my sister that I grew up with directly, we the ones that seen like what we seen in our circle. Like they may have a different story. It could be worse, it could be better. But like me and my sister, we know like, hey, we remember this. We remember going through this with mama by herself. My mama working 2 jobs, dropped out of college. She didn't even go to college. She dropped out of high school. And she went to working. And so it was like from there, we knew like what tenacity was from my mom. Just looking at her like, okay, this is what it means to get it done by any means. So we've been following suit, but that's how it was from my dynamic of growing up, is like watching and observing.
Yeah. And I know like most people at least music artists, rappers, they be like, I come from the hood. DeSoto is kind of like a middle class.
For sure.
Yeah, middle class area. So moms was obviously doing something right. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so like that narrative, even like when my pops playing football and everything, right? Like my parents divorced when I was 2 years old. So it wasn't like I experienced that lifestyle, you know what I mean? And the funny thing about it is too, is like a lot of people from DeSoto is from the Cliff. They people still in the Cliff. You know what I mean? It's the better half of people saying like we finna leave and do better. You know what I mean? The same with people in Cedar Hill or Lancaster. Like a lot of they people still rooted in the Cliff. And so like in my younger days, that was what I knew. I remember going to South Dallas. I remember being in Wynwood and everything. Like that's what I remember. Now, if you ask me honestly right now, when I became a man, it was in Houston. Like different type of struggle. Me independently as a man having to struggle, driving Uber, playing my music for everybody that walked in the car. Like I'm like, shoot, I got something. I just play it. You know what I mean? Like it was a different struggle for me as an adult. Way more than when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Way more as a kid.
Because you was just following moms, or moms was taking care of you, or it was just the atmosphere.
Just trying to figure it out. Like I ain't have no, pops wasn't in the house. So, like I done been choked out by my stepdaddy before. I done been like, it's a lot of situations that's happened to me as a child to develop this mindset of like, I gotta get it. Like I ain't gonna let nobody, you know what I mean? And I share that with you too, because it's like, man, I don't give the persona of I'm just the hoodest of everything. You see me flashing, I got my own little swag, you know what I mean? Like, but I'm giving people a different narrative of Dallas. And, for me, it's always been the guy that was left behind. I was the child left behind. So when my friends, whether I was in DeSoto or the Cliff, my friends, when they went to go do stuff, certain stuff they left me behind with. They're like, oh, now you on a scholarship. We can't take you with us. Or my uncles is like, oh, nah, nephew, we ain't going to do this around you. We ain't going to show you that. Or whatever it is. Like, it's like, so I'm there, but a lot of it they trying to shelter me from it, but I'm seeing it still. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And some of the times I experienced it. I had to go through it. But, God good.
Yeah, heck yeah. So what took you to Houston what made you leave Dallas and go to Houston?
Yeah, so like I said, I ran track.
Okay.
When I ran track, I was, like I said, top 5 in the nation. I ended up going to college for a whole different perspective. I ain't even gonna tell you that. That's too much. But let's just say when I got there, they were like, "Why are you here?" I'm like, "Man, I'm here." But ended up going to the college. I didn't even take a trip there. Like it was at the time I was committed to Texas Tech, and I was like, all right, I'm talking to Texas Tech, and I'm talking to UT, and I'm talking to LSU. I'm talking to all these schools on the phone, and I'm like, all right, where I'm gonna go? Then the situation that I had dictated where I went, which was Sam Houston. And so me being at Sam Houston, first day on campus, I walk into orientation, run into Lil Zach the DJ. And here we are full circle today. He my manager. So God knew what he was doing.
Yeah,
you know
that's crazy. Yeah. Was you rapping at that time, or were you just
rapping?
Really?
Even like people, they be like, man, he rap, but he sing. And I'm like, but it's certain people that know me from rapping. Because I was the dude that was rapping at the back of the bus, at the lunch tables, the pep rallies. Then when I got to college, I tried to like learn my sound a little bit differently, and I started going into singing. Now it's going back to my roots, rapping, poetry. That's what I really started off doing when I got into music. So,
okay, who introduced you to it? Or you just had this natural gift that you just started rapping like at the house, or how did you even get started into it?
I mean, rapping really came from, I credit this guy named Black Ice. He's a poet. Back in the day, I used to watch. I'd be in the living room just watching all his stuff, and I'm like, man, like I wonder if I know how to do that. Like, how can I do it? So I would start to journal and try to come up with some stuff so I can be just like Black Ice. And then eventually the sound just cultivated from my mama jamming India Irie or Mary Mary, whoever it is, like with a Southern sound, Anthony Hamilton, like those sounds were like triggers to me, like this I relate to. You know what I mean? So that's pretty much what like had me like, man, I really want to do this. I want to sound like that. I want to perfect my craft to where one day I can hopefully be like them. So yeah, that's where it started from.
Was there a time when was there a time when you was rapping and somebody was like, yo, you actually kind of hard. Like, you need to take it serious.
Yeah, it was. It was a guy in my church who told me that. He was like, man, you can actually be something with this music. Like, you going so hard. I'll never forget. He bought me some Balmain jeans, and I was so happy. He was like, man, now you got to keep on rapping. If you want some more jeans, you got to keep on rapping. I was like, man, this nigga got me rapping for jeans. Like, you know what I mean? Like, God, dog. Like, but it kept me going. So I'm like, yeah, nah, I'm gonna do this. But at the same token, I say consistency is so important because, man, it was people that was telling me, like I remember sending it to girls and they was like, I had this one girl that I really liked and I was like sending her my music and she was like, stop sending me this. I'm like, you know what I mean? But if I had gave up when Shawty said that, and I probably wouldn't have been here. Wouldn't be having a conversation.
You know, I heard Will Smith say every guy that is great, it all stems from a woman dissing him.
For sure.
Like, I heard him say that for real. Like, it all stems from that. And you, for some reason, inside the dudes, he's like, bitch, I'm going to show you, watch.
Man, because you know, women run the world for real. Like, they the number one consumers. Man, like, whatever they do and move, everybody got to follow suit. Mm-hmm. So when they say something, it's that side of you like, nah, I ain't getting no approval from them. Hold on, wait a second. Like, because I ain't doing this for no niggas. Yeah. I can tell you that. Yeah. We ain't doing it for that. Yeah. Nah, like, I really respect the art of music, man, and I take it so serious. And I want to make sure that my message get across to people of how you can be left behind and catch up still. I mean, it's a different narrative. You ain't got to take it personal.
Yeah. You know I mean?
If it was meant for you, it's going to happen. So I'm out here really trying to push a different narrative of, you know, like, we don't want to put negative energy into the atmosphere. My mama used to always tell me that growing up, like, your words are powerful. Whatever you say can happen. So you make sure, like, it's like to the degree where my granny used to, I walk in the house, my granny, I'd be like, man, I'm dead. And she'd be like, no, you not. You alive. Like, your words are powerful. Like, that's what it is. When I grew up, I understand the power and how frequencies can really change people's lives. Mm-hmm. It's a difference. So.
For sure. Heck yeah. I want to ask you this. Do you think it's a gift or a curse that you don't look like you from Dallas? Like, you don't, because you don't, like, watching you on my phone,
yeah,
I can't tell, like, okay, where is he from? Is he from, like, the East Coast? Is he from the West Coast? Like, from Atlanta? Like, I can't tell.
See, that's my own swag to it. Like, I know what Dallas look like. You know what I mean? Like, trust me, I'm pretty sure there's pictures out there that they got me looking like old Dallas. You know what I mean? So, man, we was at school wearing 2-3 pair of socks and had the big shorts on and 2 shirts, something like, and I know what Dallas look like, but like, for me, it's me being my own lane. Like, I'm diverse. Like, when it comes to my sound, my swag, image, I try to make it like where it's a representation of Dallas got a different image too. Like, what most people see, it's like my cousins in Florida. My real cousins in Florida think that we ride up and down the street on horses. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like, so when you see somebody like this, like he from Dallas, like, you question it. But then when the music speaking, you like, well, he checking off. Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah.
So it's like, nah, I'm going this way about it because it's Saige. This ain't nobody else. Like, it's a lot of talented artists in Dallas, and I want to shine a light on it. Like, we look in different shapes and forms. Dallas don't got one image. Like, you know how you see somebody from LA, you expect Converse and everything. You like, but it's some niggas in LA, they put that shit on. They look, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Different looks. So yeah, for sure.
Okay. All right, man. And so I know you went on TikTok, you were saying you were showing like your writing process or your recording process. Is it the beat first that you kind of let the beat navigate or tell you what to write on the songs? Or is it kind of you have something that you already want to say and you just got to find the right beat to it?
Man, the beat is like a girlfriend. Or better yet, I say it's an attractive woman that you're trying to talk to, and you got to feel out her vibe. You gotta be like, hey, like sometimes I go in the studio and I just hear some beats out, and I'm like, okay, I ain't really feeling it. And then sometimes I could be in the car just driving, and a whole first verse then came out, just driving, and I'm like, okay, I got this verse. Now let me go find a beat. So I don't have like no specific formula for it. Like to me, it's sporadic. Like I could leave out of here and just think about everything that transpired in this interview and be like, I want to write a song about this. Like talk about how I got to this point in my journey. Just like book notes for people that's trying to come behind me. Like, you know what I mean? Like it's some artists that's probably 5-7 years old right now, and they gonna be better than Saige Michael. Cause they gonna be seeing my footprints and studying the game and be like, all right, we're gonna do it like him, but we're gonna do it better. So I don't really have like a specific strategy on how I record. It's just whatever come to mind. It's like, okay.
Do you do like collabs with artists, or how do you work with when you're doing collabs with artists?
I do collabs. I just think like for the most part, because I've always been so like independent, that I don't have as many of them. But you know, like I'm willing to work with people, anybody. Like whether you got 100 followers or 100,000, if you sound good sonically, I work with you.
That's dope.
Yeah,
I think it need more of that especially in the city, man.
yeah,
I think it need more of that in the city.
for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, but how many people? Okay, so let me ask you this: like, how many people do you know are given opportunities to upcoming artists?
I was just talking about that with Jason Lyric, man. I don't think it's a lot of opportunities to showcase out here in Dallas. Cause I was telling him back when I was a kid, they used to have a thing called Summer Jam.
Yeah.
That the radio will put on, where it'll be local artists and major artists all performing on this one stage for like 2 days. You know what I mean?
Right.
But I'm like, where is that in Dallas? Like, where is the Summer Jam for Dallas artists?
Man, these niggas done had Hoop It Up and everything else.
Yeah.
They done had all types of stuff, but that's the thing. Like even like to rebuttal back to what you said, like how you can look from Dallas. You know what I mean? Like I know so many talented artists in Dallas that it's like they all look different, but nobody's shining this light on them. You know what I mean? Like until they go viral, then it's like, okay, you know what I mean? Like let's reach in now. But it's so many people that's talented in Dallas that it don't make no sense. Like we really the Mecca. Like we in Texas, first of all. Let's start there. Texas is about 3-4 states in itself.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like
yes.
I used to always tell myself, like, man, if I could take over Texas, like it's gonna work. Because, and not saying that I'm taking over Texas right now, because you still got Montana, you got Zillionaire Doe, you got some talent out there. Big X, even Big E. Like I'm seeing everybody that's moving in Dallas, like, and I'm the type of person that I ain't selfish to shine light on another artist that's doing great. But I think once you get to a certain plateau, you got to reach back down. That's the only way you can stay up there, actually.
Exactly.
Is if you reach back down and help. So
exactly. And I know I don't know if they had any local artists, but I seen something called Black on the Block. You heard of that?
Back on the Block?
Black. It was like it's like I want to say it's like a festival for like small business owners.
Yeah. Where
it's a big parking lot and they all these vendors out there, food, and then they have artists performing as well.
Okay.
Last year or this past year they did it at right here at the AT&T Stadium, and then last year they did it out in by the Grand Prairie by Epic, the little Epic Convention Center over there.
Okay, yeah.
They did it out there. I know Russell was on there because I wanted to go see him perform.
Fire.
But he's the only person that I know that was out there. So I don't want to say there's no opportunities for it. I'm just not up on, you know what I mean, all the spots or the things that you could do to perform to get your artistry out there. You know what I mean?
I mean, it take platforms like you. You know what I mean? Like guys like you that are willing to reach out and say, hey man, like we really like what you got going on. You know what I mean? And I know there's coachable artists out there. Like it's some artists that's willing to listen, understand what it takes to grind this out. So it's like we gotta have more pillars like you though. More OGs that's really opportunity givers. You know what I mean? Like you be throwing around you OG for what? What you done?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Because a lot of these young cats, that's what they thinking. Like, man, you ain't my OG. I ain't got no OG. But they don't understand it's supposed to be an opportunity giver. Somebody that's helping the community continue to flourish. So it's like, that's how I look at it. Like, I respect people on what they do and not what they saying.
Love that. Yeah. Making it for Saige Michael, right? Where you be like, I made it.
Yeah.
What would that look like? Would that be like signing to a major? Would that be a big tour that you on or doing? What would that look like for you?
Man, making it for Saige Michael is being able to give back. None of this is for me. That's what I personally believe. I've already spoke to God. Like, this ain't for me. Like, it's not, it was never about, what materialistic things I can obtain. It's what I can do for others. Whenever I'm able to handle my business and do for others, that's when I feel like I made it. Ain't no tour, it ain't no feature, ain't no, and we still gonna all have to answer to the same person, bro. You know what I mean? Like, at the end of the day, we call it what we want to, but we gonna have to answer to the same person, bro. And so it's like, I'm out here trying to spread news of like positive energy. If I could change somebody's life, I seen the other day, it was a little kid on Instagram. His mama was recording the door, and on the other side of the door is a little boy rapping my song. And I'm like, that's what we do it for. You know what I mean? Like, this is why we do it. Like, to put positive energy out there. He ain't saying, it ain't much cuss words in my songs. Like, I'm just telling a story. But, you know, like, that's what I do it for. That's the moment to me is like, man, I made it. Like, I'm influencing somebody to do good, you know, positive energy. So that's what I'm on. All that other stuff they can have. It's for the Hollywood.
Yeah. So would you sign to a major though?
And I would if the situation makes sense. Major distribution, joint ventures, whatever. If it makes sense though, because the music, I ain't married to it, but we having interactions. You know what I mean? I ain't married to him, but we still talking though. We dating. So it's like, I just want to make sure that my babies is taken care of. Like, it makes sense. Like, my music is my baby. So as long as we doing business right, that's what makes sense to me.
Okay.
But I do it. Yeah.
Yeah. I think it depends on what your work ethic is like and how you want to get the music out to the people. Because my perception of being with a major is, okay, give us the music, we'll hold it, package it. We got to come up with a marketing stream, and then a year could have went by, and your fans or people who are fans of you like, man, Saige, where the fuck is the music? And then they package it, making it pretty, making all this, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
While they just starving, or your fans are starving for it. Whereas on the other side, on independent, is like, I'm giving you all this music, and I'm giving y'all what y'all want, but the money is coming back just slower. You know what I'm saying?
So this is what I really see, right? I'm just giving you the rawest truth. From a nigga that's worked a job, then my grind, then my hustle, a job. Like, I took the long route. Man, nigga tell me $5,000 to go do a show, perform one song. Nigga, you know how long it takes at a normal job to make $5,000? Like, that's why I'm trying to tell them, like, bro, you worried about 80-20, my nigga. Like, what? Go work a 9 to 5, and you tell me what percentage of that company you getting. Because you ain't getting 20%.
Yeah.
So it's like, bro, people doing all that talking about I'm independent. It's like, man, what's the big goal? What is it? You want 80-20 your way, but you making nothing?
Right.
Or you want 20% and they get 80 their way and you making a whole lot? What you gonna complain about? Either way it goes, it's a rabbit hole.
Yeah.
So, what we talking about?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's just I be feeling like sometimes with majors, sometimes it could be a trick bag.
For
you
sure.
know what I'm saying?
For sure.
It's like, and I know you so creative. I could just tell by just the stuff that I've seen that most creatives are really attached to their art. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, nah, I really thought of this in my head and made it come to fruition, and I want to see my vision put out there the right way or being received the right way from people.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So that's the kind of I guess the thin line you got to walk when you're dealing with majors.
It is, but at the same time, I'm not scared to pick up the pen again. Like, I feel like that method is for people that's, man, you a one-hit wonder. You don't know if you can do that again. Whole time I've been doing this. I just finally started making visuals. That's what made it pop. I made visuals for 2 months and it popped.
Really?
I've been doing the same type of music for years. And I finally said, put this on the internet. And within 2 months.
What was the holdup? Why were you doing visuals before?
I thought like I had to wait on the perfect time. Like, oh, it's got to be Friday at 5 p.m. when people getting off work and stuff, man. I tell the truth. It happened on accident. I accidentally was up one morning and accidentally pressed the button at 7 a.m. in the morning. Went back to my phone, looked back, and was like, there's 5,000 people that seen this video already. Like, yeah, it's 7 a.m. Like, you know what I mean? Like, accidentally happened. But I'm realizing now, like, man, if it's your time, it's your time. Like, you can look at your partner or your homegirl, whatever it is, they doing good. Man, when it's your time to be blessed, it's going to happen. It don't matter what strategy, what rollout. I done spent $12,000 on a video shoot before.
Really?
That's only got 300,000 views.
Why are you spending $12,000 for?
Man, I paid for that. Shout out to Prophecy. He killed it though. But Prophecy, I paid him. I paid the dancers.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? Like outfits and all that stuff, man.
Yeah.
Promotion on the video. And it didn't even pop. But this one, I had my partner who believed in me, right there, DJ, shoot a video, 500,000 in the first day, 2 million after the first week, for free, because he believed in me. So it's a difference. It's like, I understand the process. I understand it now. Like, if it's supposed to happen, it's supposed to happen.
Yeah,
Sure.
yeah. Would you do like would you get on? Because I know the new wave is like streaming.
Mm-hmm.
Would you get on like start doing streaming to just connect with your fans?
Yeah. Are you asking if I would do it?
Yeah.
I feel like I got a personality for it, like to vlog and do that. Like, I can entertain people. Just right now, I'm so locked in on the music and moving around and so much I can't. But yeah, no, I definitely want to do that. I really want to get into acting. Hopefully one day it happens. I feel like I got it.
Really?
Man, say, I got it. I'm telling you.
You need to do like a little interlude on one of the videos or something, man.
I have. I got an interlude on my old project that I did. Man, I'm doing the whole radio personnel. Ladies and gentlemen, like I'm switching it up. You know what I mean? Like, I'm telling you, like, I'm giving, man. See, I'm a real writer, so I can gravitate to any genre. If it's country, gospel, R&B, hip hop, like, I understand how to emulate what people are doing. Like, I'm gonna imitate the same thing they doing and be like, all right, that sound, let me hear what that sound like. Okay, cool, I can do it, because I do it all the time.
Yeah.
But it's just that this pops so much because I found my real sound. You know what I mean? Like, me. that people can identify, that's Saige Michael. That's Saige Michael record. Like, but yeah, no, definitely acting. Man, boy, what? Denzel, my favorite actor.
Yeah.
One day I'm gonna meet that nigga. I ain't
Yeah.
gonna play. One day I'm gonna meet that nigga.
Say that. Say that. Yeah.
Hey, what he say? What he say? I'm drunk right now. Nah, for real.
Yeah. What would be like a dream role for you to play?
Man.
You'd be like, this is my dream role. Like, I want to do that. Is it like action? Is it like comedy?
Probably comedy. It would be a comedy role. Like, cause I say a middle line of Martin and Denzel, like, was the main two people that I always watch. But I gravitated to Martin because his energy. Like, when he walked in the room, you could just tell, like, even on set, they was trying their hardest not to laugh.
Yeah.
And Denzel, he was just like, man, he's so controlling. Like, when you see Man on Fire, boy, that's one of my favorite movies. Man on Fire. That nigga had that nigga on the steering wheel, cutting them fingers off. I said, yeah, that's a bad brother right there, for real. But nah, for sure.
Man. Okay, so a comedy role.
Comedy.
Who will be your love interest in the in this movie? Because you know you got to have a love interest. Every good movie got a love interest.
Like she a celebrity?
She ain't gotta be, but I mean, it would help so that people would know like what she looked like.
And I'm probably go with, I ain't gonna lie. Nah, I ain't gonna do that. They probably they probably troll me and be like, oh, remember you wanted? Nah, for real, I ain't even gonna do it.
Okay.
But she out there.
Okay.
She out there somewhere.
You don't want to say her name?
Yeah, I ain't gonna say it because they might clip it and be like, remember you said it 2025? Nah,
Okay. What's your type, man, as far as women?
Man, I like
what kind of chick you like?
Petite. Really, honestly, man, women is just beautiful. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
They like dark skin, brown skin, light skin. I ain't gonna hold y'all. I'm with the sisters. I gotta stay with the sisters.
Okay. No little milk in your little coffee. No.
What niggas say? I'm lactose. They say I'm lactose. Nah, for real. But nah.
Okay.
Nah, man, shoot. I mean, with me, it's like, shoot, all women, you know, they cool. They cool for sure.
Yeah.
Beautiful
Okay.
women for sure.
Anybody? I know women been in your DMs lately. Been trying to lock you down. I know some old things has been popping up like, hey, what up, Saige? I see you doing your. What about the girl that's told you stop sending me this? Have she hit you up?
Nah, I ain't heard from her yet. I'm pretty sure one day she'll say something, or she'll probably see this interview and be like, you was talking about me? Yeah, I was talking about you. But nah, I mean, for the most part, like, I ain't gonna lie, I don't even really be checking DMs like that. I mean, it be so many sometimes I just be like,
yeah.
If I run into you, I'm gonna speak. But for me to just go through everybody, nah, I ain't doing all that. It's too much on my mental for me to just follow up with. But yeah, nah.
Yeah. Are we gonna get a project, or when can we expect a project?
Man, for sure in the next couple of months, definitely expect something coming out. Right now, we working on the formation of each songs, the rollout, how we gonna do it, you know, the titles, everything of that nature, clearances, all of that is being worked out right now. So, man, just working. But see, one thing about me is I try to, like, after I made F.E.D., even when it went viral, I made sure I made 5 more songs after it. Because I didn't want to be stuck on it.
Yeah.
You know how a song gets so big, you get stuck on it. Like, I'm like, no, right now, I'm about 12 songs away from F.E.D. And I dropped F.E.D. like a month and a half ago.
Is it that new?
That new.
How long ago did you record it? Because I know some artists be sitting on music.
I literally, so how Fed got dropped was because I went to the studio, came back to the house, FaceTime my big sister, Taylor, and I hit Tay up and I was like, hey, Tay, listen to this. When she was like, man, send me that, I instantly was like, Tay ain't never said this shit. Like, let me figure out. Okay. So I posted on Instagram. It hit like almost 400,000 on the first video I ever did, but the song wasn't even out. So me and Lil Zach rushing trying to figure out like, man, how we gonna get this? We gotta get the song out in a week. Like they asking for it, and I'm seeing it in the comments. They like, man, drop this ASAP. So we was already like behind schedule because the video went viral, but the song wasn't out. So we had to hurry up and get it together with my team, and then we dropped it, and ever since then it's been going up, going up.
Okay. So how that was when?
And we hit over 1 million already.
When was that? How long ago was that? I know you said a month and a half ago, but when did you record it?
No, so I made the video a day later after I recorded.
Oh, okay, that fast.
That fast.
Oh, dang.
So with a lot of my music that's on my page, like I typically like to test the waters and be like, what y'all rock with? But see, that goes back to what I was telling you earlier is I will always make the songs and I would never record content to them. Because I'd be waiting on a perfect rollout. Like, okay, I need to put 5,000 behind it or something. You know what I mean? Like, whatever it was I had to do, I'm like, man, Zach, do this, do that. And this time I just started dropping. I just started dropping songs left and right. And I was like, oh, the traction is building. Sure.
Yeah. What's been like the most, which platform has been like the biggest feedback, whether it's TikTok, Facebook, or Instagram? Which one has been working the best for you?
TikTok probably I would say, but Instagram is catching up for sure. Instagram's catching up fast. I'd say about like probably like for 5 years I was at 12,000 followers.
Really? On TikTok or Instagram?
On Instagram.
Really?
5 years I stayed at the same number. So it was like for me to finally get over that hump was like, but you know, like, I mean to say this too, because somebody asked me this earlier today and was like, what's the biggest accomplishment? And man, honestly, for me, it's like being on this journey, I already won. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of people don't know. This is exclusive, by the way. Exclusive. When I was 2 years old, I had meningitis. Yeah. And they told me, like, they didn't tell me, they told my mom and my pops, it was like, either he won't be able to see, walk, talk, or he may not make it at all. These are the options y'all got. And so everything I do past that day is a blessing. I made it. I already won.
Really?
For sure.
Did you have to take like any medication or any kind of anything from it?
Prayer, brother.
Really?
Mama's prayer. That's why I mention her so much, because I know that's the one that's kept me here. So, for sure.
Dang, okay.
So.
I can see now, or I understand now why you have such a positive outlook on everything. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I understand that now, man. Dang.
Man,
okay.
No, we've been through a lot. I mean, being evicted, I mean, shit. You name it. Like, it's a lot of stuff that I've been through, like a lot that I had to overcome mentally to even be prepared for situations like this. So it's like, you know, people can say what they want, but time after time, I just keep that pen on that paper. Yeah. That's all I'm worried about, putting that pen on the paper and making something make sense.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Sure.
I want to ask you about something I heard Will.i.am said. He said that music doesn't sell music. Music sells other products.
That's facts. I can believe that. And because in all, like, the music is just the base. But you're going to have merch that come around. You're going to have your shows. You're going to have sponsorships that come around. That music is just the muscle to move the weight. You know what I mean? Like,
Mm-hmm.
but ultimately, it's so much more out there outside of music that can happen or transpire just from this one product. So I understand that for sure.
Would you partner with like a major brand, let's say like a Ford truck or something where they could put your music in like one of their commercials or
Man. Hey, Ford, if you're watching right now, Chevrolet, whoever. Hey, I'm telling you right now, because all them trucks I've been seeing on TikTok, man, somebody got to come on, man. It's been a lot of trucks that's been going viral. Ford, Chevys, Tundras. I've been seeing all of them. So it's like, yeah, if they want to throw me something to work.
You can get with your cameraman and make like a little commercial with your music behind it and send it, just email it to somebody over there in their marketing department and just be like, hey, the shit is already done.
Yeah.
Y'all ain't got to do nothing but send me a check and I will license it to you. You know what I'm saying?
Man, say that's what we need, them people with that big money.
Yeah.
Big
Yeah.
oh, for real.
Cause I'm just thinking like for independent artists, I feel like it's an easy win if you can mirror your music or match your music with a product that somebody else already got. You know what I mean? You do what you do best, let them do what they do best, put it together, and if it's already a hit song,
right,
and people already jam it to the song,
yeah,
and they can relate the song to whatever the product is, I think it's an easy win for them and for you. You know what I mean?
It's an easy win, and I feel like a lot of those opportunities are on the way. You know what I mean? Like I speak it into existence. I feel like they on the way.
Yeah,
they gonna come for sure.
Yeah, because that just seemed like if I heard F.E.D. with a what's one of them little dancing commercials I be seeing people like dancing on the commercial. I can't even think, but it's like not a Geico commercial, but Geico
do be.
You know what I'm saying? Geico be having some weird little commercials. You know what I'm saying?
You talk about like one with the what is it with the rats when they was in the Kia?
Yeah, Kia.
Yeah,
yeah.
I remember that.
It could be anything and have your music behind that.
Cause that commercial is crazy. I still remember. You could get with this, or you could get with that. Like
Yeah,
I remember that. That's a real.
Yeah,
right. For sure.
That like, I don't know. I don't know what that process to even get in the door to even pitch that, but I think that'll probably be the most difficult part is getting somebody on the inside aware of the music and getting the product to them. But I think once they latch on to it and hear it and see it, then they be like, oh, yes, this makes sense. You know what I'm saying?
Being marketable is something that we always talking about.
Yeah.
Like we want to reach the masses. We don't just want to be, you know what I mean, stuck. We want to be able to, hey, if I say I'm from the dirty South, I need South Korea to feel like they from the dirty South. You feel me? Like South Africa. Feel like you from the dirty South. Like, we want it to be global, man. So we pushing that narrative and all newcomers, like, we welcome it. We want to work with everybody, man. We trying to go.
Yeah.
Sure.
As you get bigger, man, are you comfortable with people starting to like dig into your life, into your background?
Yeah, I mean, I don't have nothing to hide because I put it all on the track.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Like, I literally tell my whole life on songs. Whatever they gonna go find, they gonna hear it on the song. So it's like, I ain't too ashamed, and I ain't too scared of the moment. You know what I mean? So I've been prepared. I've been doing my artist development on my own. You know, running on the treadmill while singing and rapping and stuff. Like certain things that I just did to build my character as an artist. And I know how I feel to shoot. You get posted on Saige, but they gonna talk about you like
like a dog.
Like you ain't got no mama. You know what I mean? Like they gonna talk about you bad. So it's like I know what it feels like to be that underdog and come on top of it and just be like, hey, you know, I'm here now. I'm here to stay. I'm really trying to prove a point to the city. Like, I'm for y'all. It's us. We gonna spread this for sure.
I feel like it's like a new wave of dope artists that's coming, man.
Definitely.
I feel like the little babies and all them, or I think their time is kind of like they're on the tail end of. They can still make music, make good music, but I feel like it's like a new surgeon of new artists that is coming.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like I can feel like, okay, our new big artists are now on their way.
See, I ain't gonna lie. This wave, some people may say it's easier. I ain't gonna lie. Just sitting back and looking at it, it's really harder.
In which way?
You gotta keep up.
Yeah.
You got one song, but we need 10 more.
Yeah.
Like, you gotta see how fast and how much people are posting and how much content is just flying around. Like, tomorrow it's gonna be a song that's popping up. You know what I mean? Like, so, yeah, you can go viral, but how long can you maintain that lifespan of that song? Or how long can you maintain that image? How much content do you really have? That's why I'm always just like, shoot, every other day I'm posting. Or I'm trying to keep myself relevant to the people in their face where it's like, oh, you see him. Oh, it's a different song. It ain't a miss. Okay, you know what I mean? Like grabbing that audience to let them know, nah, we ain't no one-hit wonders. We really right. You know what I mean? So, for sure that.
Yeah. Do you like performing more or recording more?
I probably like performing more. I'm a natural performer, man. That's why I say I want to act. It's like as soon as I see cameras or people, I just
turn it on,
snap in. Like,
yeah,
it's been that way since, and I think that came from like doing sports and stuff. Like, man, I remember being at Texas Relays, and they used to be like telling me as a freshman, like, man, when you get to the Texas Relays and you see all them people on the side, you gonna get scared. I'm like, nah, that made me go. That made me want to
hard,
like that made me want to turn up because I'm seeing people like, I know for sure you gonna say something, but I'm dictating what you say. You gonna either say he was trash as hell, or man, that boy was pretty good. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and I got those options to perform and base it off of. So it's like, why wouldn't I go out there and show my ass and they be like, oh, he fine.
Yeah.
Even if you ain't had your camera out, you notated, oh, that was that. Yeah, that was that boy.
Yeah.
I see. Yeah, okay. Yeah. You know what I mean? So for sure.
Yeah. All right, man. You anything you want to leave the people, man, before we get out of here, man?
Man, if you do have a dream, if you do have a vision, I would say consistency is the main important thing to have. Have you a team, of course, and everything, but nothing is going to move until you operate with consistency. And if you writing music, have some patience in your pen. Don't be so quick to punch in. Don't be so quick to just, I gotta, you know what I mean? Like, really understand what you putting out there. Because once it's put out there, it's forever. And, you know, we want to make sure that the people is really prospering out here. We ain't trying to give no negative message. We trying to get positivity on it. So if you got that negative energy, you stay where you at. You feel me?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Yo, man, thank you again, man.
I appreciate you.
For sure. Me. Thank you, man.
Yes,
I'm gonna be tuned in to everything Saige Michael, man. I want to see your assertion into stardom, man. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I want to see it. I want to be a witness to it, man.
It's on the way.
Yeah.
God willing.
Absolutely, man. Thank y'all for tapping in. This has been the Tap In Podcast, man. Holla.
Holla.